Welcome to the world premiere of Revved Up with Revvd. I've been making some very serious videos for the grown-ups and I decided it was all a bit too boring. So today we're going to do interactive. This is the start of interaction. So what you're going to do at the end of this, I hope, is you're going to take some photos and you can do some sound recordings and you can feature on the very next Revved Up with Revvd. This is going worldwide. Well, depending how many people click on it. So today, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make our own palm crosses, but yours are going to be much more interesting. The second thing we're going to do is going to talk about other activities. We're going to make some button crosses. We're going to talk about stone art. Stone art. No, we're not going to paint boring ships on them. No, we're going to do something else. And we're going to make, give you ideas for when you're bored, a good news Easter board or anything you like board. And oh my goodness, I can't even show you yet. They're so exciting. I've got mechanical Easter cards. No, you can't see them yet. Paul, behave. So, and the last thing is for when you're bored at home and you're not allowed to go out because it's not allowed to have more than one essential exercisey thing outside a day. We're going to do dice stories. All these things you're going to do actually, and you're going to tell me about it and they're going to feature on the very next Revved Up with Revvd. So let's get on. The first thing you need to make your own palm cross is a long bit of paper. Now, some of these are quite boring. So Paul, would you like to come with me to the craft cupboard? Don't look at the mess in the house. This is the dining room. Now here I have a beautiful craft cupboard and you have to go in here and you have to find your old bits of wallpaper, wrapping paper, plain boring paper. Oh, hearty paper, that would be nice for a palm cross. What else have I got in here? These are quite boring. Oh, you could, oh look, stripy paper. You could have stripy, you could even have happy birthday paper. Anyhow, I decided to use wallpaper. A little tip, if you have paper that's too knobbly, it makes it very difficult. Anyhow, here we are. This is one I made earlier and oh, that sounded like, was it Blue Peter? No, this is Revved Up with Revvd. So obviously you need to be very careful with the scissors, children, and you grown-ups. Get someone to hold the roll and cut a long strip. Now you're going to ask me how long. It's almost as wide as my table, but you don't know how long my table is. So let me try this. Oh, look, it's perfect. Long enough to go from a grown-up's nose to their hand like that, just like that. Okay, so now we have to be serious for a moment now. And I've got my instructions just in case I forget. So pay attention. Here we go. You get now I'm going to read out the proper instructions. So hold your palm pointing up away from you, however long you want your palm cross to be. You then fold down. Now it says that you should make it 5 or 6 inches tall, but to be honest, you don't even know what inches are. I know. But I don't know how many centimetres 5 or 6 inches. Do you know, Paul?
15. 15.
Okay, so about 15 centimetres. Bend it down like that, okay? And then it says about 1.5. Oh, yeah, put the long bit towards you now. Can you see? Show them the long bit. The long bit is pointing towards me. Okay, then 1.5 inches from the top. What's that in centimetres, Paul? Do you know?
25 plus 12.
25?
37.
What?
Millimetres.
37. So that's 3, let's say 3.5 centimetres. And fold it, but you have to fold. This is mathematics now. You have to fold this bit at a right angle, kids. A right angle. You're doing geometry. geometry with Julia. How lovely. Now, so you've folded it like that. Can you see that? You're perfect. Brilliant. So now I'm picking it up for this bit. You have to fold it round, round the cross twice. 1, see, we're counting now, but only to 2. 1, 2, and a half. By the way, you can pause me at any time if this gets too confusing. So here, now we've got it like that, and it's pointing to my left hand. And then I'm going to flip it over like that. Flip, like that. Now, I'll put it down on the table again for this bit. Now we're doing the arms of the cross. And it says, make an arm about that long. What's that? What is that, Paul? 1, 2, you can probably tell me, kids, about 3 centimetres long, I think. And fold it over there. And then fold it back again to match the arm. And now you're doing one of those right angles. I'm just going to poke this right at the camera there. Sorry, Paul, if I'm poking you. So then I'm going up towards the top of my cross. Okay, can they see that? Do you want a long shot? Have a long shot, kids. Can you get up? Oh dear, Paul, Paul just banged into the bookcase. Can you get like a shot from above? Come on. Round you come. Yeah, shot from above. Over the top. Here we are. They can even see the instructions here, look. So this is what we're looking like at the moment. Now I'm on number, I've lost my place. Hang on. Second arm, diagonal fold pointing up. Now it gets tricky here. I advise you to pick this up. And now what's important, can you see right down there, Paul? You know how we wrapped it round? You have to go in, not the very first one, because that's pointing up. This is where it could all go really badly wrong. So you put it in there, yay, and put it down on a table, and you can see it coming out. You'll notice, children, if you're observant, that I actually, hang on, don't fall apart, do not fall apart, cross, that I actually, she says, it's not going to fall apart, no laughing. Anyone who's laughing now, you're in big trouble, but I'll forgive you because I'm a Christian. So yeah, notice the point. Can you see my point there? That helps you poke it down. But this is how I found out that knobbly stuff makes it rather difficult. So then, after you've done it once, you have to wrap it inside that loop again. Yes, again. And you have to sort of shove it. This is why you shouldn't choose knobbly paper. Oh, thank goodness, I can see the end, because we need slippy paper. By the way, while I'm doing this, you might like, before you start all this, to have decorated some paper. And hey, look, here it is. It's finished. You could have used stripy paper, heart paper. You could even have written along there some prayers. And the most amazing thing about this is if you decide that your top is too short, you can pull the back one and look what happens. It's like mechanical and everything. Yeah, look at that. And you can pull it up again and make it even longer at the top if you like. So there we are, palm cross. I'd like to see photographs of what you made, maybe what you decorated, funky coloured palm crosses, because don't forget, palm crosses is about when Jesus rode into Jerusalem on a donkey and people lay down massive palm leaves on the ground like a carpet for an important person, and they threw their coats down as well on the ground and they shouted, Hosanna, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Now, so it's a happy time. So I think we can have happy colours, prayers, anything. Now, for a moment, I'm going to get serious because there is a special way of praying you can do with this. Palm cross prayers. Hold the cross in your right hand, it says, and place your left thumb, oh, we're learning left and right, we're learning so much, on the cross piece. our left thumb on the left of the crosspiece, and you might like to pray for the world. Loving God, thank you that your peace reaches in to every situation across the world. Be close to those places that need peace this day. And then you can place your thumb on the right hand side of the crosspiece and pray for people that you know that are in need. Are we all right? Are we still getting a nice picture? So, loving God, thank you that your hope reaches in to every situation. Be close to those who are ill or sad this day. And then you can take your left thumb and put it at the base of the cross and pray for the community where you live. You can make your own words up, but I'm going to say this prayer here. Loving God, thank you that your joy reaches into our homes. Help us to know that you are with us every day. And then you can put your thumb on the top of the crosspiece and pray for those who lead in churches and teach about Jesus. That's me, as well as Revvd and all our ministry team. And we need your prayers, let me tell you. So here we go. Loving God, thank you that your love is shared through your church. Give wisdom to those who help us to know the good news of Jesus. And last of all, you can put your thumb, or in fact, you can put anything, finger, thumb, in the middle, the very centre of your cross, and pray for yourself. Loving God, thank you for Jesus and the love he shows for me. Help me to follow him more and more each day. Amen. So, I don't know if you can remember all that. If you email me at the end, I can email you those prayers. So there, let's move on. What are we doing next, Paul? Have you forgotten? I've forgotten. Yes. I don't know about you, but whenever I was little, my mum had a button jar, or my gran, I can't remember. She might have given it to my mum. Now the question is, have you got a button jar? And if not, why not? Because it's times like this when button jars come into their own. Now look, I have got proper buttons. They're not just any old buttons. Some of these are like totes, amaze balls. Look at these. I mean, I can't show you all of them, as this will be the longest video in the world. And I've even bought a kind of a cheaty set here. You can go on the internet. Yes, you don't even have to go outside. You can ask someone to post you packs of these beautiful decorated buttons. Hey, do you know what? You can even buy plain ones and decorate them yourself. So I just love doing button art. And what I was going to say, of course, seeing as we're on the theme of crosses, you can do this. By the way, parents, I'll charge you for the babysitting fees later with a donation to church. Yeah, perfect. I mean, I could go on forever, as you probably can tell. So you can make crosses like that, or anything. You can start designing flowers. And the great thing is, you can take a picture of them and send it to Revvd, And here we are, you can do stalks and flowers, you can make cars. Oh my goodness, I haven't got time to tell you, but I'd like to see some cars, I'd like to see some crosses and flowers. What would you like to see, Paul? He likes cars.
Oh, food related.
Food! Oh my goodness, food art. That's a whole new Revved Up Revvd topic. Yeah, food related. So if you don't fancy, well, I don't know how you're going to get those buttons if you haven't got them already. Don't go and cut them off your favourite or least favourite cardigan or anything like that, because that will be bad. Yeah, ask your mum and dad or granny or your sister or your brother or your dog if they've got any buttons. So after the button art, now look at this. This is just a rock. And this is a rock all the way from Ireland, because Paul's aunt is Irish. In fact, Paul's pretty Irish as well. When I say pretty Irish, his parents are both Irish, but he was born here. So I think that makes him Irish. Anyhow, just zoom in, would you, on this one Googled page where lots of people have painted stones with flowers. How amazing is that? Let's get the rock out of the way now, because that's not important. But how about painting rocks with flowers? And you might like to, I don't know, put them somewhere lovely. Put them somewhere that needs cheering up. So aren't they gorgeous? Remember, if you put them outside, then it rains, they might wash off. So you can paint them with clear nail polish. I used to mend the ladders in my tights with those, but that's probably too much information. So anyhow, we're finished with that one now. Stone art. Oh, look at this. Now, Paul, I don't know the best way to show you this. Can you see if I hold it there? Actually, I want to be able to see it as well. I have got a very special friend called Dee. She lives in Birmingham, because I used to live there. And I've known her for a very, very long time. And one day I've got this in the post. Now, your board could be about anything. Some good news, because we need some good news. It could be about Easter. It could be about anything you like. A bit like a kind of scrapbook. Instead, it's a scrap board, but I hope Paul can zoom in on some of these messages. You've got something about Easter Day there, he is risen. But you've also got some lovely things for times when things are difficult. About the message of God sending his one and only Son. A quote from Isaiah, I will not forget you. I have held you in the palm of my hand. Lots of lovely prayers about faith and hope, some candles. This has got lots of words on, but you might like to put pictures on yours. And behind, you can see it's covered in lots of patches of fancy paper. And look at the edge. The edge is a beautiful piece of ribbon all the way around. And what do you spot in the corners? Yes, buttons. Buttons. I just love buttons. I'm absolutely mad about buttons. So there we go. That is, what number was that? What suggestion was that? That was number 4. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited about number 5. Now, I'm going to possibly embarrass 2 of my daughters. Unfortunately, I can't embarrass all 3 of them because I haven't seemed to got one by grace. Now this, look at this. If you're in nursery, you can still make a beautiful mechanical card. Oh, I can see a tear coming in Paul's eye now, because this was made in 2005 when, that says Happy Easter by the way, when Rachel was in nursery. She was only 5 years old, and that, I can't read it upside down, but I think it says love from Rachel. Now that is just cutting out a green hill and a cross. Fantastic, huh? Now we're getting a bit more mechanical now. This is written on the back from Rebecca. Now she's 30 now. So imagine how long ago this was made. Dear Mum. Oh, it's just for me. It's not for you, Paul. Dear Mum, happy Easter. Love from Rebecca. Now look at this. What's that bit missing for there, do you think? It's very easy to, or you'll have to do this with Mum and Dad, to make 2 slits and a fold, because when you open this, look, up pops something. Now here it's an egg with a chick, but you can see that's quite easy to just slit out of a piece of card, and you could put anything you like on there to do with Easter. How fantastic. Oh, so Grace, that's our middle daughter, I'm going to try and find one from you. Did you ever send me one? I'm sure you did. If not, you can always make one and send it in by email. Anyhow, these are the 2 most impressive Easter cards you have ever seen, okay? Now, godparents, no pressure, but these were made by the girls' godparents. Now, by a fantastic person called Nick Seddon. He lives in America now. So he put a little message and a lovely verse of scripture. But look at this. That is a very advanced Easter card, a very advanced version of this one. He's got all sorts of mechanics and stuff going on there. Can you see? Bits cut out, and it's 2 tiers. So I'm just going to close it down. Have you got a good shot of that, Paul, coming up? Yay, look at that. So what you've got here, of course, are the 3 crosses, and in front of that, an empty tomb and the pathway up to Golgotha, which is where Jesus was crucified with the other, what's the word I'm after?
Criminals.
Criminals, thank you. They weren't convicts, they weren't put in jail. They were put on a cross, which is, of course, far worse. So that's an impressive. One more shot of that. Happy Easter. Woo! Now, you think that's impressive. Well, I do. But I've got more. There's more. There's more. There's more. I'm going to put that like that. I don't think it'll stay up because it's very impressive. The other way. So here we are. Look at this. Now, you mechanics. Now, Paul happens to be a mechanical engineer, don't you, Paul? Mm-hmm. And he loves messing with anything that you can, like, cut and stick, chop, screw in, bolt on, oil, mostly engines and stuff. Anyhow, this, look at this. This is got a little thing you can pull there, and it goes like that, and it rolls away the stone. Roll away the stone. Who's that? Mott the Hoople. Yay! Mott the Hoople. And so Jesus is not here. That was what the angel told Mary, the disciples rather, when they were looking. Now look at this. Whoa. How impressive is this? How impressive indeed. Now I'm going to just take you through that again very briefly. Oops, I'm sorry. Don't break it like I am. So this has got, let me show you inside. Well, that's kind of on the back. So there is a pushy thing. Oh my goodness, I'm wrecking it. A pushy thing here. And that does the first thing. So you've got a pushy thing, which is just, it's been put a little paper stuck over there. And you pull that aside. You basically have fixed it loosely so that you can still push that in and pull it out. And then this is just a flap which has got, can you see if that was all the way down, if it went all the way down, which it doesn't, that was a square with a slit, and then you fold it before you stick it on to a round piece, and you write inside and on a piece of paper at the back, and when you go like that, it folds up, and then Jesus is risen. How impressive is that? Okay, so I don't no idea how long I've been going for now.
24 minutes.
24 minutes? Oh, that is like nearly half an hour of babysitting. What's the going rate for babysitting? No idea. It's far too long. We might have to chop this into bits. But the last thing, look at this. Story dice. This has got nothing to do with Easter unless you make it. What you do, these were from Tiger, the shop. So you shake it, you go, oh, and they all go into a different little picture. And the challenge is, your English teacher, literacy teacher, would love this. So you have to tell a story depending on where the dice have landed. So we've got a story that starts with someone having a drink. Who's going to have a drink? Don't know. Then it has to involve a hot air balloon and a bicycle and a smiley face and the sunshine and a hat at the end. So you have to write a whole story like that involving them. Now I'm going to give you one more shake. It doesn't have to be long. You can just have a sentence for each story, for each dice. Oh, look. No, those are, sorry, I'm going to just cheat there because they were the same. Some lips and a banana skin and a hamburger and, oh dear, I can see a story forming in my mind. Lips, eating a banana and a hamburger, and yeah, we're not going to talk about that one. And then a bus. Maybe you get the bus to that place with the golden arches, and then after you've visited the place where you clean your teeth, you go to sleep. So that's the kind of story. Well, that's all we've got time for sure. You have been revved up with Revvd. Now, I nearly forgot to tell you. This is very important. You can take a picture of your palm cross, your button crosses, your stone art, your Easter board or your good news board, a mechanical card. You can even take a video of it if you've got like a handy cameraman in the house. Dice stories, write them out, read them out on voice memo app if you want to, or just take a photo. Just put your first name and age somewhere in the message. And here is the rvalleyrector@gmail.com, the all-important email address to send it to, because then you will be on the very next Revved Up with Revvd. And you won't have to listen to me rabbiting on, but close up on me now. Everyone who sends me an email with something they've made will get an Easter egg whenever I see them next. Now, we don't quite know when that is, but I promise I'll save you an Easter egg. So here we go again. rvalleyrector@gmail.com. Now, if you want to record a message for me, that will be fantastic. On an iPhone or an iPad, it's this little one here. It might be on already, but it's free if not. Voice memos. Can you see that one? Oh, look, there's my gorgeous twin grandsons in the background. So voice memos, when you open it, basically all you have to do is hit the red button like this, and it goes blah, 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 and then you stop it. And then, where do I email it? I can't see. There's some little dots here. And then look, you can share your recording with email, and you can put here, All Valley, let's see. Oh my goodness. Is this gonna, no, that's Tasha Anderson. No, we're sharing data. We can't share data. It's not allowed. Except mine. All Valley, here we are. Oh no, well, it's gone now. So I'm very excited, looking forward to everything. Yeah, you'll be here. Now, we need stuff by Good Friday because, no, do we need stuff by Good Friday? Yes, we do. We need it by Good Friday, and then on Easter Sunday will be the next Revved Up with Revvd. if there's, you know, I've really enjoyed talking to you, so I might do another one in between. You never know. We'll send you an email if I do. Okay, bye.